Hi everyone. Happy Tuesday. Good morning. Good morning to the sunrise stretchers. Hi everyone. Good morning to those early birds who have just finished off the 6 a.m. And good morning to those who are starting their day with a flow. Welcome everyone. Check in. Let me know you're here. You know the drill. Guys, it's the last day. It's the last day. Super exciting. This new Jeff members group. We really just wanted to do something special for our members. So many of you have worked so hard. You've been doing this for so long that we just thought it was time, a private group for Jeff members only. Of course, we won't leave anyone who's not a member out in the cold. The 8 a.m.s will still be running on the Jeff Together page. But of course, all other classes will be running only from the Jeff members page. So if you have not requested your membership yet, please do that today. If you have not signed up yet, I challenge you to do that today. And if you have not signed up for the web app, please do that today as well. So let us know if you have any questions. Remember, we have over 25 classes a week, okay? So that is your hits, that's your flow. We've got Jeff education sessions. Today we've got one actually about sleep. Yes, and that is with Coach Kaylee, 12:30. Such good little tidbits, little information sessions that you get with those Jeff eds. There's been some really cool ones. I've offered some, and it's really been amazing to see how how open everyone is to learning more about what it means to be healthy, what it means to be whole, what wellness really means. Wellness is not just the exercise and the movement. Wellness is the food, wellness is the rest, wellness is the mindfulness. So I've really found these sessions to be quite incredible. Guys, check in, sign in, let me know you're here. I see there's a few people online. You need to comment, you need to swipe in. Hopefully, I'm seeing a lot of 2 out of 5s this morning, that it is your second session out of 5. Other than that, this week is just insane. From tomorrow, of course, everything is on the Jeff members group. If you're not a Jeff member, you'll have access to the 8 a.m. moving forward. And of course, it's Run for Her on Saturday, guys. So that will be a run, and you register yourself, but you also will be running for someone. So you'll see that when you register for your number, it's free to enter. And you're running for our Fiercely Feminine kind of campaign this month. You're running for a woman or a girl who inspires you, who you love, or who loves you. I said it yesterday as well. I'm running for my sister, so I'm super excited about that. And I'm probably actually going to be with her this weekend. So I'm going to get everyone to sign up, get her to run for me, and we'll run for each other. Good morning, everyone. Allison says 2 out of 2 so far this week. Amazing, Allison. Remember, guys, 2 is pretty much the minimum amount of sessions you need to be doing to kind of sorry, I got something in my eye. To kind of balance out all the hard work that you're doing in the hit sessions. I'd also love to hear who was in the first lit session yesterday. How did that go? How did it feel? The low impact training, I think, is going to be a really great alternative. If your body's feeling particularly sore, if you've got any kind of injury, if the hit classes feel a bit intense on that day. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Candace. You guys can see the link. Jeff Run for Her, that's down below. Hi, Coach Kaylee. Excited for your talk today. Very excited. Bella, I'm also looking forward to the session. It is so cold here, so I actually just want to get going and move my body. I'm pretty much inside my heater that's next to me. But I got my Jeff socks on, So I think I might keep them on for a little while in the practice this morning. Of course, when we practice these flows, we don't want any shoes on. But socks can stay on for a little bit this morning, I think, especially if you're in the Western Cape with all our snow-capped mountains. It is crazy. Good morning, Jono. Hi. And Diona. Roz, lit was amazing. Yay. Yes, yes, yes. Give us some more feedback. You guys know how it works. We always want to hear from you. I want to see those posts come in this week of all your numbers for race day on Saturday. Tag whoever it is you're running for. Let them know you're running for them. If you're running for a gran, if you're running for a mom, or potentially you even running for someone who's not with us anymore, how special is that? I think it's going to be a really beautiful event. I'm looking forward to it very, very much. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Bridget. We'll catch up later. Lit was excellent. Yay. Yes, yes, yes. Catch up, guys. You need to be doing your flow. I can't say it enough times, right? It's all about the balance. All about the balance. You can't expect your body to go, 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 right? Just as our body needs sleep, just as our body needs nutrition, right? Our body needs rehabilitation. We need to get our lymphatic system moving. We need to oil up the joints, right? It's all about recovery. We're working on our mobility and on our movements. You guys have heard this before. Christina, haha, I'm also sitting on top of my heater. Christina, we're going to try get moving a bit this morning. These sessions are obviously a bit slower. So, you know, we're flowing with a breath a lot more than we flow with a movement. We, of course, do add movement in, some nice lymph flow work. But keep yourself dressed up nice and warm if you're as cold as I am. Lorna, good morning. Hi, everyone. Coach Kaylee, you need to be doing your flow. Yes, quote of the week right there. Thanks, Coach Kaylee. I hope that you guys are checking in. Okay, you need to be checking in. You need to be tagging your coaches. Let them know that you're here, that you're doing the work. Good morning, Blanche. Everyone, if you're here, if you're watching, sign in. Lorraine, hi, nice to have you here. Is there anyone who is here for the first time? We've had a lot of members sign up for the membership group, which is super exciting. If you've kind of been noticing the group grow over the last few days, the private membership group, which of course we wanted to do for all our members. You guys have been amazing. We want to offer something special, you know, really almost like a VIP to Jeff members. Of course, please keep inviting people into the community. The Jeff Together page will remain there. It is the foundation of this company. You know, it's the foundation of where we really got everything up and going. So invite people to that group. If they're not a member, get them to try that 8 a.m. that will remain open to anyone on that page. And then, of course, hopefully get them to sign up if they want to experience all of the other instructors and all of the other sessions. Laura, good morning, sunrise stretchers. Yes, yes, yes. Rosin says, Coach Janelle. Wendy, good morning, Kathleen, and all the sunrise stretchers. Good morning, Wendy. Candace says, any J gems? Any J gems there? And again, anyone new? Complete newbies to the flow or complete newbies to Jeff. Introduce yourself so we can get to know you. I hope that you all had a beautiful Monday and that you're ready for this next week. I can't believe that we are over halfway of August already. It has gone so quickly. I've absolutely loved seeing all the Fiercely Feminine posts. And really, really a big thank you to everyone who's made themselves really vulnerable this month. My heart has really just expanded so much more for this community, so much more to the women in this community. I know some ladies shared stories that I know could not have been easy to share. So, a huge thank you to you for doing that. It inspires us all. It makes us all aware of our innate strength that we have, and the strength that there is in vulnerability. I don't know if you guys have checked out all the videos from the instructors. I know that Dirkies came on after the flow session yesterday, and I just watch these videos and get inspired all over again. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's really gotten on board and shared and connected. I think that's one of the things that I find so special about this group and this platform. Jeff's the new gym, right? Where we're doing the work, but we're doing it in a way that's so much more connected, and that seems so much more like human, you know. Cool. A few more minutes before we get started. Renata, morning after a couple of hard days of hits, I can feel my body needs some stretches. Amazing how my body talks to me. Absolutely. If you become quiet enough, if you slow down enough to listen, your body will tell you everything you need to know. Alison, are you able to provide the sunshine? It's definitely lacking. Alison, we're working with internal sunshine this morning because that's all I have on my side as well. I mean, it is like 5 minutes to 7 and it is pitch dark outside here. Pitch dark, pouring with rain, hail, wind. I always say the half an hour that I drive to get here to where I teach in the morning is like part of the favorite part of my morning routine because I get to spend a half an hour with a heater in the bakkie. Good morning, Natalia, swiping in. Pat, good morning. Pamela, my first flow for the week. Yay. Well done, Pamela. I hope you can get at least one more in, that minimum of 2 sessions. Guys, we're going to be adding on. All right? So I've given you all a chance to adapt to the new routine this month of the 7 a.m. flows. I think September, it's going to be warmer. It's going to be lighter, well, for us here in South Africa for sure. We're going to go for 3. And let's see how you do. So we're going to amp it up until hopefully I get you guys doing 30 minutes every day, right? So if you can't make the live session, catch up, later on in the evening. I mean, you guys know these sessions are slow. There's lots of instruction. It's something you can even do with a family. It's something that, the kids could even try. So really no excuses to be getting this rehab work in. Claire, hi, welcome Claire. Roger, yes, I want to see the men in these sessions. Okay, I've got my ladies. The ladies are present in these sessions. The gents, there are a few of you I know. I'm not generalizing. I do see you here. But the ladies definitely are winning this one. So I want to see the gents' names pop up here more often. It's so nice to have more diversity in the group. And I know it's not always easy for a few of us who, if you are, even the ladies, if you are a little more strong, if your muscles are a little more dense, then some of these exercises can be quite tough and maybe frustrating, but it just takes time. It just takes time, and it takes commitment, right? You don't attend a hit session and like change into Dirkie overnight. Okay, it takes time. And so the same with this. You can't do one flow session a week and expect your body to really benefit. Yes, maybe in that moment you'll feel better, that afternoon, maybe the next day. We are preparing ourselves for our days ahead. What we do today is not purely for this hour, right? We want what we do now to benefit us for the next few hours, or maybe even the next few days. And I'm sure that's what you've noticed if any of you on one-on-one trainings with the nutrition programs, is that you're nourishing yourself for the next few days. We're thinking ahead. And of course, by doing this work, we want to be looking a few years ahead, right? So preventative medicine. We don't want to get to a place where we've got to go onto medication where we're treating symptoms because the foundations that we have, our foundations are shaky. We want strong foundations in our health so that when we move forward in the next few years, potentially you don't have to deal with chronic pain in the last years on the planet. All right, guys. Just before we start, got Jono here saying, trust the process. I said it yesterday. That's all you have to do. We see the results. We hear the stories. I think some days you go, why? Why am I doing this? And then a week later you go, that's why, right? So keep going, guys. Keep going. All right, everyone, let's get started. Welcome to Neil, Nikki. Lovely to have everyone here. So you can have your 2 cushions nearby, which is the standard kind of prop that we'll use. I got my Jeff socks on, and they're going to be staying on for the beginning of this practice because I am freezing. All right, let's bring our feet hip distance apart. You can kind of come to stand in the center of the mat, facing the long side. You lift and spread your toes for a moment to activate through your feet. Bring your feet parallel to one another. And so we're trying to find a symmetrical stance. Take a loop of the shoulders, palms facing forward. Firm your thigh muscles onto the thigh bones. Close your eyes for a moment. If you're not comfortable with closing your eyes, then they're just open, kind of looking down in front of you really softly. Okay, bring your top row of teeth parallel to the floor. Close your lips, but separate your teeth. Take a swallow. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. And once more, take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. Just stand for another breath or 2. Arrive at your practice. Arrive on your mat. But mostly arrive to yourself. So being fully present for the next 30 minutes. If there's an additional intention or mantra or anything like that that you're working with, affirmation for this day, this week, or this month, bring that into your awareness now. Then we'll all open our eyes. Reach both arms up and take a nice full stretch. So see how tall you can make yourself. You can look up. Maybe nice sigh or yawn. Stretch out your belly. Try straighten out your arms completely. And then look forward. Bend your knees a lot. So sit yourself deep like in a chair. And then come into a forward fold. So let's keep our knees nice and bent for this first round. I'm going to hold onto my opposite elbow, so we call this ragdoll. Tuck my chin and then completely relax my head and my neck. So you could nod your head yes and no. Make sure you're not holding any tension where the neck connects to the shoulders or where the neck connects to the skull. And just drip down here. Let the spine really become heavy. Okay, so if at any point in any inversion it does not feel comfortable, there's pressure building, or you feel dizzy or nauseous, then you just bring yourself into a halfway lift. You can do that by simply bringing your hands to your shins. And then maybe that's enough for you, right? But otherwise, you'll hold here with me upside down. Let's take a few more breaths.
And again, when we slow down enough to listen, you should be able to hear your body talking to you. Most likely, mostly your hamstrings right now. As you just pull space. So we want space here in the lower back. That's where we're looking to really lengthen. Then, of course, you're going to feel that across the glutes, right, where your hamstrings connect down the hamstrings towards the back of the knees. Okay, release your hands. Stay as you are. I'm just going to swivel so I can show you. Bend your knees a little more. Activate your glutes, so squeeze your bum. Draw your lower belly in. Head and arms stay heavy. We're going to roll the spine up. So stacking one vertebra on the other. Come all the way up to stand.
And we'll loop the shoulders. Okay, so that's our spinal roll. And we're going to do 3 more like that to the breath. So as we started, inhale, reach your arms up. Come to sit, exhale. Fold all the way forward. Stay for your inhale. Bend your knees a little more for your exhale. Squeeze your buttocks, draw lower belly in, roll your spine up. Inhale. Loop your shoulders. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Sit deep. Exhale. Stay. Inhale. Bend your knees. Exhale. Roll up. Inhale. Loop your shoulders. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Stay. Inhale. Bend your knees a little more. Exhale. Roll up. Inhale. Loop the shoulders. Exhale. Nice. Interlace your fingers. Bend your knees. Reach both arms up. Stretch open the bottoms of the wrists. So now biceps are next to ears. Arms are straightening out. Okay, I'm going to drop my tailbone slightly down. So I'm not kind of doing that shape. My tailbone drops down so my pelvis is quite neutral. And I'm going to reach over to my left. Stretch yourself over to the left. You can use this bottom arm to pull that top arm across and get a nice stretch through the right side of the rib cage. Come back to center and over to the other side. Now right arm drawing that left arm across. Bring your weight slightly into your heels. Feet stay parallel. And back to center. Come all the way up. Have a look at your hands. Notice how your fingers are interlaced. Split the hands, bring them behind you, and take that same interlace. Okay, so here, again, stay facing the direction you are. I'll just kind of move around to give you better views. So now my hands are interlaced behind my back. You can straighten out your legs. I'm going to roll my shoulders back. Press my hands in towards my lower back and really pull my elbows backwards. Okay, so broadening through my collarbones and really opening up the chest. So I was explaining this yesterday, so you can stay here. If you're feeling more open this morning, maybe the arms straighten, maybe the hands move away from the back. Pick your option this morning, stay there. Just while I kind of show this to you. So a lot of things we do during our day is this movement, right? So it's driving, it's even things in our HIIT sessions, right? Like our push-ups, our mountain climbers, it's working on your phone, it's working on your laptop, it's cooking, it's picking things up. What else do we do in our day? It's potentially sitting in front of the TV, Everything is this. And so you can imagine if your body is in this shape for quite a few hours a day because it builds up, right? Then these muscles get tighter and tighter and tighter, and our breath becomes shorter and shorter and shorter, right? And when we aren't breathing, we aren't getting the oxygen in that we need to really feel energized and to really feed all the cells in our body. So we want to open this up. We want to stretch this out as much as we can so we can have nice big full breaths. All right, release everything. Change the interlace of your hands, reach both arms up. Okay, this time we're going to keep our legs straight. And again, you're going to go over to your left. So now if you like, you could start to shift the hips to the right and really pull across. Don't overstretch. And if it feels too intense with straight legs, you can bend your knees. One more full breath. Back to center and over to the other side. Maybe the hips move a little to the left. Oh, so nice. Split the hands, bring them behind you. Again, take that same interlace now. Maybe the hands kind of just press into the lower back and you opening up through the shoulders. Maybe arms extend. Maybe arms move away from you. Okay. Then here we'll take it into a little more of a back bend. So you can bend your knees and now allow the sit bones to move back. Curl your ears back. So we're kind of curling open the spine. Draw lower belly slightly in and roll your inner thighs backwards. Okay, so even if my hands are not extended, you can still open up here. Okay, let's neutralize the spine and release the hands. Take a full breath in as you reach your arms up. Bend your knees to sit in your chair. And then really easy, fold yourself down. So we'll take our opposite grip for our ragdoll. So hopefully you can remember which arm was on top. Take the second grip. And maybe now you start to straighten out your legs one at a time. You could bring a little bit of movement in and around the hips, the spine. Nice. Okay. And then release your hands down. Take a little halfway lift. I'm going to remove my socks now. So maybe if you're a little warmer, if you want to shed a layer, this is a good time to do so. Let's find that halfway lift. Heel toe the feet apart for a straddle. So what's nice about having your yoga mat is that you can use it as almost your template to find your symmetry in your shape. So now I can have a look at my feet. Are they lined up with the short side of my mat? Right? Is there the same amount of space between my toes and the front of my mat? And so I really start to find more symmetry in my body because we do a lot of asymmetrical things throughout our day. Okay, so make sure the front of the legs are nice and active. Hands could rest down. This is where you can stay. So if your back line is shouting at you this morning, you might even have your knees a little bent. And so again, like I said earlier, this is where we want to feel the length, right? So we want our pelvis to tilt forward. Then tuck the chin and the spine can lower down. Maybe for you, you've got the openness this morning to straighten out the legs. Hands could rest back behind you, and we'll take 5 full breaths here. So I'd like you to lengthen your inhale, and I'd like you to lengthen your exhale. Keep going, 4 more rounds of breath.
Firm the front of your legs so that the back line can release. Bring the weight to the front of the heels, the balls of the feet, so you're not hanging in your hamstrings. Stay one more breath, soften your shoulders. Good job, everyone. Slide your hands under your shoulders and press up. So just take a breath or two here. Let all the liquids drain back down. And then we're going to walk ourselves across to our left for a lunge. Okay, so remember, a lot of movement happening here in our hips. Take your time. Ground your right knee. If you know that your knees are kind of tricky, or if they're feeling a bit sore, make sure your cushions are nearby, because this would be an opportunity for you to quickly slide your cushion underneath your knee. But my back toes remain tucked under, meaning that I'm not dumping all the weight to my knee, right? My toes are playing a role here so that I'm able to lift that knee up. I'm not dumping all the weights into it. Press into your front foot, left knee stacked above that ankle, and reach both arms up. Take a twist to your left as you reach your left fingertips back, your right forward. Squeeze your right glute. Lower left arm down, draw both arms forward and up. Twist to your right, keep squeezing that right glute. Nice. Lower right arm down. Reach both arms up, full stretch. And then you can bring your hands back down. Raise your right knee up. We're going to move into downward dog. So step your left foot back. My feet are parallel to one another. They're hip distance apart. My hands are shoulder distance apart. You can bend your legs or bend your knees rather quite a bit, so we get length in the spine. Nice full deep breath in. Nice full deep breath out. All right, little bit of core connection here as you step your right foot forward now between your hands. Let's check my time. Perfect. And then we're going to take our left hand out to the side. Okay. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, so a side plank. Don't worry, we're not going to hold for long. And scooch this right foot forward so it's pretty much in line with your hips. It's parallel to the short edge of the mat. And then allow your hips to lower. Nice. You can let this left shoulder slide up towards your ear, twist to the right, and then you should feel a nice opening and a nice kind of stretch here in the bottom side of the torso. Full deep breaths. Nice. Relax your right shoulder down. And then we're going to move into a seated twist. So bend your left knee. Bring yourself to sit on both sit bones. So if you can't get this right sit bone down to the floor, grab a cushion and sit on your cushion. Okay, so when you raise the hips, it makes it a little more accessible sometimes. Draw both arms up and take a twist to your right. Bring your right fingertips behind you and gently ease that left arm across. You can look over your right shoulder. Take 2 more breaths. Right.
Okay, so a little bit of tricksy movement here. If you're sitting on your cushion, place it to the side, and then you're going to swivel. So now you're sitting cross-legged facing the short side of your mat. Draw both arms up, and then take a forward fold over your legs. Full the breath into the back of the lungs. Nice. And we'll meet in downward dog again. So any way you feel is appropriate for you to move into your dog. Maybe now you straighten out the legs a little more. Okay, left foot to step through. We take our right hand to turn diagonally out. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot as you shuffle this left foot to the side. Just for a moment, reach that left arm up. And then right hip to lower down. Right shoulder to glide up. Oh, I love this stretch so much. Reach your left fingertips out to the side. Draw that lower belly slightly in. Press that left foot gently into the mat. So I'm feeling it quite deeply here in this right side body. And what's nice about this is if you take your awareness deeper than skin, deeper than muscle, we're actually getting a nice little pull on the ascending line of the colon. So quite a nice shape to stimulate our digestion. One more full breath. Okay, bend your right knee, prop yourself up to sit. If this left sit bone is really high up off the floor, put a cushion, 2 cushions underneath your buttocks. Otherwise, rearrange so you try and bring both buttocks flat onto the mat. Draw your arms up, twist from the navel, left hand behind you, right arm across, and you're looking over to the left. Don't let your mind run off into your day. Press pause and bring yourself completely present. You're in your body, you're on your mats. One more full deep breath in. Breathe with me, exhale out. And then unravel from your twist. Remove your cushions if you're using any. Slide that left leg in front, twist yourself to the short edge. Draw both arms up and take that forward fold over the legs. Tuck your chin so you really complete the movement. Nice, and then bring yourself up. We're going to change direction again, so facing the direction that we started in. Take the legs out. So I'm not trying to get them to their widest. I'm pretty much a 90-degree. Okay? If you feel like you're kind of here, right, and the lower back is collapsing, I want you to sit on 2 cushions. So you can see the moment I sit on a cushion, I can lift a little further up through my lower back. Okay, we're not too worried about the legs straightening. We're just going to sit here for a few breaths. So I'll show you from this direction. But sit on your cushions if you need them. Okay, ground your sit bones, reach your arms up. And then you're going to twist over the right side. So like the twist we just did, just a different seat. Look towards your right foot. And start to slide that left hand down. So That might be your calf muscle. That might be your right foot. Bring your left arm around to cross your wrist. Maybe fold all the way down. Maybe not. Your shape might look like this. You might even have your knees a little bent. You need to listen to your body, right? So the shape will not feel the same in everyone's bodies. The shape will not feel the same in your body every day. You need to listen to where you are. If you did hectic leg work yesterday, your legs are going to be a lot stiffer than if the session was more about arms, right? Okay, so just listen to your body. Give yourself what you need. We'll take a few more breaths here. Try to keep this left sit bone nice and grounded. Flex your ankles. Nice job, everyone. Bring yourself up. I know this work isn't always easy, but it's worth it. Draw your arms up. Twist to the left. And then look towards your left foot. Start to slide that right hand down. Maybe you reach for the outer edge of your foot. Maybe left hand comes around, you folding forward. Meet yourself where you are. Try roll this right shoulder down, level to left as much as you can. Ground this right sit bone. See how mine lifts up? You want to try and ground it down. The right side of my body is a lot stiffer than my left. Take one more full deep breath in and out. Alright, come all the way back up. Okay, folding to center, reach both arms up. Start to take your chest forward, 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 as far as you can go. Hands can come to the floor, maybe elbows come to the floor. Tuck the chin and soften down. Okay, and then from there, you'll start to creep forward, creep forward, creep forward, creep forward, creep forward. I know this is a tough one, but we're going to take 5 full deep breaths. Okay, so you could even have your knees bent. You could have cushions in underneath your knees to support yourself. That's quite a nice option. Maybe knees or cushions underneath the thighs. That already feels really nice and supportive for me. You might be here. Take a few more breaths. Remember, 5 full rounds. And then bring yourself up. Well done, everyone. Hands to the outer thighs to help you lift the knees to bend. Okay, cushions can come to the side. Butterfly pose, bring the soles of the feet together. Make it a little longer than you normally would. So it's almost more like a longer diamond. You're going to lift up. And then bring the hands to the outside of the calf muscles. So we're going to bring them here. And then from there, you're just going to fold forward. If your hips are quite open, maybe your hands slide in underneath. Maybe you reach for your feet. Maybe your forehead moves down. Okay, all these shapes are step by step. Stay in it. Okay, wherever you are, it's just step by step. It's padding and propping your body as much as you need to support it. And the harder these shapes feel, the more you need to be doing flow, right? So people always say, oh, I can't do yoga because I can't touch my toes. And then I'm like, no, you can't touch your toes because you don't do yoga. Right, so you bring yourself up, extend your legs, Again, maybe cushions are underneath. You could have a little bend, draw both arms up, and fold yourself forward. Stay here. Encourage the breath into the back of the lungs. And then roll the spine up. Take a loop of the shoulders. Cross the legs. Okay, notice if that's the way you always cross your legs, then change. Bring your hands to ground down on your thighs or to your heart space. Close your eyes or a soft gaze forward. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. If you were working with an intention, an affirmation, or a mantra, draw that into your awareness now. And then let's all take a moment to thank our bodies. Take a moment to genuinely, sincerely thank yourself for showing up. That's the hard part, right? When we hear, it's easy. When we hear, we hear. And then we can get going. The hard part is the showing up. Sticking to your commitment. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope the practice serves you for the rest of the day, serves all of those around you. And I will see you all again tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. I hope that felt good in your bodies. I know there were, like you guys always say, a few kind of pretzel movements going on there this morning. But it's really good also for our neuroplasticity. So really getting the mind to think, the mind and the body to work together, moving in different shapes. It might be things that you've never done before. So good for the brain to continue learning and then to embody that learning is just, it's really where we need to be at with these practices. Nikki, such a pleasure, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed the session. Well done for joining. I was saying a lot of people were commenting and saying, "Oh, flow is so hard. I get so frustrated. I really feel like I want to just give up sometimes." Don't. I know. The thing is, like with the hit sessions, or I'm sure even with the lit sessions, there's a lot of energy going around, right? So Siri can go, "Come on, guys!" She can shout at you. She can, be in your face and like give you that energy and like, whereas it's really up to yourself. I'm not going to be able to really boost the energy. That's not what we're looking for. So it really is up to you to move from a very quiet place. And that's hard, especially in our current reality, in the worlds we live in. Perhaps in your home, really hard to find 30 minutes of peace and quiet. But that's the beauty of this practice, is it's really asking us to go there. And I've seen a lot of you already really experience what this practice can do, the changes it can bring, not only to your body and your mind, but really to your general lifestyle. So thank you all for joining. Well done. I see some nice 2 out of 5s pop up here. That makes me super happy to see. Such a pleasure to everyone. Julie Ann, Lee, Pat. The sound was perfect. Yay. I think it was just the storm yesterday. I don't know, maybe if the wind blows a certain direction, the Wi-Fi blows away. Such a pleasure, everyone. Renata, I'm glad that felt good. I know there were a few tricksy movements this morning, but I have to challenge you guys at some point, eh? Did 6 a.m. one-on-one top up, followed by this Michael, that is incredible, and it is not even 8 o'clock yet. I mean, guys, incredible. 2 out of 5s coming in. Pat, well done. Carmelita, well done. Natalia, I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Um, you guys are always welcome to let me know if there's any specific requests. These sessions are I'm trying to get almost around to all parts of your body as much as possible. Yesterday, I know we had a lot of comments about shoulders, so I'll definitely look into that. If you're with a coach, you need to be chatting to your coach about that, guys. And otherwise, just the thing about injury, right, is it gets worse when we're not mindful about it. So you could still do quite a bit of work even if there's injury. I mean, obviously, first speak to an expert. If you're in quite a lot of pain, speak to your coach and so on. But if you move quite mindfully, then very often movement can be quite good to release. Obviously, you need to be very aware when you're doing any weight bearing exercises. So if you're in a nice contraction in the shoulder joint, like we were now in our plank pose, and we're just holding it and we're just giving a little bit of a squeeze, that can be really good pressure, right? But if I were to be jumping, maybe I'm doing push-ups, maybe I'm doing burpees, and I'm tired and I'm focusing on just trying to breathe, and I'm hot and I'm sweating, right? That's when you start to lose focus. That's when you start to lose awareness. That's when you get injury. So I want you guys to all practice extra awareness, especially in your HIIT sessions. All right. Jono and them are so good at telling you what your form needs to be. Jono's always saying form, 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 right? He's not just saying it. It is actually super important. It's what's going to prevent injury. It's what's going to help you really get the most out of those exercises. So again, you can always give me a shout out here. I've got Nikki saying, how do we stretch the sides of our hips? So there's quite a few things you can do there, Nikki. Please send me a DM, and then I can send that to you. But outer hips is like sitting cross-legged, but crossing at your shins and not at your ankles. So you take your feet quite far apart from one another and take a forward fold. You should feel your outer hips. Pigeon pose, if you know, I'm not sure if you know, you can search pigeon pose. Prop yourself up as much as you need, so you keep the sacrum, the top of the pelvis quite level. And then just a nice easy supine stretch. So lying on your back, hug one knee to chest, take a twist, extend that leg, and then you'll definitely feel it on the outside. You might even get into that ITB. It should feel quite intense, but if you just hold and breathe through it, allow it to soften, you'll come out feeling fantastic. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. Remember, tomorrow is the day where everything changes. If you remember, you are part of the Jeff members VIP group. We really want to reward all of you with as much as we can for being a part of this community. Anyone who's new to Jeff, you will still be able to do the 8 a.m. If you have not signed up, though, to be a member, that will be the only session that you have available to you from tomorrow. So, guys, it's been incredible. The Jeff Together page obviously remains there. The journey continues. It's just going to change a bit for some of us. And send us any questions. Sign up for the web app. Sign up for the run on Saturday. And yeah, a lot going on today. Check out the schedule. There's Lit. There's a Jeff Ed. Super exciting. There's Durkee this afternoon with hits, if I'm correct. And I'm going to jump off. Otherwise, I'm going to keep chatting. And it's almost time for 8 a.m. hits. So have a beautiful day, everyone. Thank you for joining. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.
I am fiercely feminine because nothing can hold me back. My passion burns brighter than my fears. I am both vulnerable and strong at the same time. Just because I carry my load well doesn't mean it's not heavy. Behind my physical strong look, there's care, love, struggle, forgiveness, heartache, depression, beauty, and compassion. I still rise above judgment and unrealistic expectations based on my appearance and lifestyle, which doesn't define me. There's so much more feminine beauty within me. I am a mosaic of the battles I have won. My cracks may be judged, but I am proud to be perfectly imperfect, and I fearlessly, fiercely, and unapologetically own it. So join us in being fiercely feminine, and let's celebrate each other today and every day.